I will soar, I will fly, I will be everything I can be on this day and the next. I will soar, I will fly, I will be everything I can be on this day and the next. I will soar, I will fly, I will be everything I can be on this day and the next. I will soar, I will fly, I will be everything I can be on this day and the next. I will soar, I will fly, I will be everything I can be on this day and the next. Yes, thank you, thank you. Welcome, my beautiful brothers and sisters, to the Aquarian Adepts, my platform to become your spiritual server. This is your S.O.A.R tarot reading for today, March 21st of 2018. Let's see what the cards say. Let's see what's in the stars today. Let's see how you will soar, fly, glide today. Or maybe you feel like you're just kind of hopping along on the ground. Maybe you're practicing today. It's okay. It's okay if you don't feel like you're flying or you're soaring. Just keep moving forward. All right, let's see what we have in store today. Oh, big chunk of cards fell out that time. That's the target card, though. It's the only card that was face down. All right. The target card is understanding. This is really beautiful. So we had this bird who's sitting in this cage, and sometimes we place ourselves in these cages: emotional, mental, physical, which I guess you could say the physical body is a vessel and our spirit is kind of locked in here. But really, we're here to learn about the physical. We're here to learn about the wide range of human emotions and these experiences. So sometimes we can trap ourselves into these cages of understanding. We define ourselves, but the moment that you define something, it really ceases to exist, because we're all are part of one. But if you define it, you cut yourself off from everything else around it. So today, the goal is understanding, really understanding, I would say. Understanding meaning that you come to this understanding, this acknowledgement of who you are, which is this infinite being, and then you realize that you are playing this human experience. So if you go out into the world today and other people might not quite understand you, you might not completely vibe with everyone today, remember and have this understanding, right? And realize that we are all doing the best that we can with our given resources at this current moment. And then if you go into the day with this understanding, you will thrive today. Let's see what else we have in store. All right. For the sensations, we have the Hanged Man, or New Vision. That's beautiful. For the obstacle, we actually have Sharing in reverse. For the action, we have Morality. And for the resolution, we actually have Past Lives. This is quite interesting. This is very interesting. Past Lives in reverse. The Moon card in reverse. All right, so what's going on here? Well, the sensation is that every single one of us is downloading a new vision on what we would like our life to look like. And this is based off of what happened within the new moon. The new moon, you set the seeds for something to grow, for something to build, and really you don't see the manifestation of new moons until 6 months afterward. So we all place this seed during the new moon, which was in Pisces, so it's a spiritual vision, right? So it's aligned with our soul. And now we're sensing this new vision that's wanting to come forth more and more and more. And this makes sense because we have all these energies of Aries. So we really want to push this forward, right? The obstacle is whether or not we want to share our gifts with the world. That's why this is reversed. This is also the Queen of the Queen of Rods, the Queen of Wands. So we all are feeling this deep passion, and we all are feeling this deep need to create. But now we're wondering whether or not we should share our gifts with the world. Perhaps it's because in the past, which is why the past lives card actually came on. Perhaps it was in the past that we tried to share our gifts with the world, and people didn't understand our gifts. People made fun of our gifts. They didn't really appreciate our gifts. Therefore, we kind of shut ourselves off from that creative force, that creative power, and we neglected to really tap into our passions. It's the obstacle. The action is interesting, how we actually have morality. Now, we all have different senses of morals. As you can see, the character in this card, her head is in the clouds and she can't really see. She's kind of blocked by what she believes is right. Now, morality, it can be somewhat of this double-edged sword, right? We can set these standards for ourselves and have these high morals, but at the same time, it also opens up this can of worms where we have a tendency to judge others if their morals aren't in line with our own. This is where the understanding comes from. This is where that target card comes from. We have to understand that we all have had different experiences, therefore lead to a different set of morals. So the action today, really what I see is you're going to decide whether or not to share your gifts kind of based off of the morals of those around you and your own. But you also want to, of course, take time to understand yourself and those around you. Okay. The resolution's actually going to be past lives, which is actually the moon card in reverse. So this is interesting because this card really signifies the fact that we all have been around the block, right? We are all infinite beings, at least this is what I believe, which means that we all have infinite past lives and we all will have infinite future lives. So a lot of times we get stuck on the past. We get stuck on these things that happened before. And I believe that the past lives card doesn't necessarily mean past incarnate lives. I think it means past cycles within this life. You can live multiple lives within one. So really what's happening here, the resolution is that there's going to be some aspect of your past that you thought was gone is actually going to come up today and is going to share with you this little nugget of gold that you might have neglected. And you're going to wonder whether or not to include this nugget of gold into your new vision. And I want you to, of course, remember, come to that understanding. Perhaps you shut yourself off from this past self, but we have to understand that this past aspect that is coming up does have valuable information to give us, does have valuable information to provide. And we might be initially apprehensive to receiving this. This, as I said, it's the moon card reversed, but the moon represents, in many ways, the subconscious. So this is going to come up in a very, very peculiar way. But at the same time, have an open ear, have an open heart, and don't be so quick to really judge whatever comes up. Instead, have that understanding that all will be well, that you are an infinite spark of the being, of the infinite, and that you are infinitely supported by the universe. But something will come up today based off of the new vision that you have, deciding whether or not you should share these gifts with the world, and then based off of really how you feel with the morality and what you feel is right, some nugget from your past is going to come up today and offer you its assistance. And that, my beautiful brothers and sisters, is your S.O.A.R tarot reading for today. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I trust that this reading will assist you greatly on this day. Please like, share, and subscribe. And of course, remember to keep moving forward. Stay focused and Yahoo! Smile often.
Please try to understand that I'm only human. I may make mistakes at times, but I'm only human. I may hurt people, but still I'm only human. I may get depressed at times, but I'm only human. I refuse to believe that I'm just only human. I'm a product of God, you know I'm more than human. I can overcome anything cause I'm more than human. My objective is changing lives cause I'm more than human. I'm more than human.